Hi, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be titled "Women Cheat," as you can see from the title down below. And I've been thinking about this a lot. Now, I'm not a relationship expert. I just want to say that I don't know everything, and I don't know everything about men. And I haven't even dated many people. But I do want to say that the reason why we always think that as women especially, and the world generally, that all men cheat is because maybe someone lied to us before in the past, or someone did cheat on us. You know, whether it's a husband or a friend, or a boyfriend or a fiancé or whatever the relationship was, someone lied to you and hurt you and made you believe that all men are like that. Maybe you had those experiences multiple times, right? And I can understand where that perception would come from. But my challenge today is that, you see, you can't label everyone like that. Personally, I really believe that not all men cheat. I think there's some incredible human beings out there, incredible men that are just waiting to love the right woman, waiting to be a good boyfriend, to be a good fiancé, to be a good husband. But sometimes we block ourselves from receiving and even attracting these kinds of men because we tend to focus on those that hurt us. Our tongues are filled with such negativity that all we talk about are these men that are horrible. We don't celebrate the man that is good. We don't celebrate the man that is faithful. We are so consumed. I've never seen somebody write how amazing men are and how they don't do this and they don't do that. Everything about them is all about criticizing what they don't do right, especially this whole cheating thing. Now, I realize that I think there are men that aren't faithful, and I think it's one of those truths that we have to come to and understand, that whenever a person cheats on you, it's not on you, it's on them. Now, that's a hard truth to accept, generally, because we as human beings, it's in our nature to want to take responsibility for the wrong things that other people do. But in this case, let me be the one to tell you that if someone cheats on you, it's not on you, it's on them. It's a character issue. It's not a you issue. It's not about what you didn't do right. It's not about what they wanted or a need that they had that you didn't meet. You need to get over that and realize that you're not perfect. So if everyone is going to use an excuse that someone didn't do something so they cheated, then they're never going to do the right thing. They'll always make that excuse and say that because I didn't get this from home, or I didn't do A, B, C, D. Now, I know the times that we're living in, there's lots of married men that are all over the place. There's lots of just men generally. They're just not in order in that area, and that's okay. My challenge to you today is that I think, as much as we are aware of all of these behaviors and all these things that men do, I really believe that we need to get to a place where our tongues are speaking more of the positive things, because if all you talk about is how men are horrible, that's what's in your heart, and that's what you're thinking in your mind, and even the Bible says that as a man thinketh, so is he. That's all you ever expect from a man. We need to get to a place where we expect them to do good. We expect them to be fantastic. We expect them to be leaders. We expect them to lead us. We expect them to be faithful. We expect them to be good providers. We expect good things from them. You have brothers, you have friends that are men. Don't you want them to do good? But I really think that it's in our tongue, it's in our hearts, it's in our minds, and we need to get to a place where we really believe that some good can come out of our men. And sometimes this also comes in terms of what you yourself are bringing to the table. So you want a man who is faithful, but the truth of the matter is, and I have challenged myself in this respect, is that, am I really ready? Are you really, really ready to be with a person that is completely dedicated to you, and are you ready to dedicate yourself to them the way that you want them to dedicate themselves to you? Are you ready to get to that place where you are so committed that no matter what disagreements you have, no matter what uncertainty you may be feeling, no matter what happens, you are committed to the decision that you made to stay with that one person. So sometimes we need to challenge ourselves. What am I bringing to the table? Am I bringing commitment? Am I bringing faithfulness? Am I bringing truth? Am I bringing honesty? Because if I can bring all these things here, I expect them back. You see, it's almost unfair to ask someone something that we can't give. That's having an unrealistic expectation. And I have probably written about this a couple of times, but I think I wrote something sometime back where I said that this is directed to the ladies. So you see, us ladies have somewhat unrealistic expectations. So you are a young lady, a young woman, you want a fine man, six-pack and everything. He has to have a six-figure salary, he has to make a lot of money, he has to drive a really nice car, he has to have a really nice house, but you don't have a job. You don't have a job, you're not working, you're not doing any business, you're probably just a student and you're still trying to get there, but what you want is not something that you can offer yourself, and so you tend to put pressure on the people that you're interacting with. You put that expectation on other people, and that is not okay. This is how you get disappointed. This is how you get let down, because you're just expecting things that are unrealistic. Now, being realistic means if I meet someone who's not there yet, I'm willing to work with them up to a point when they get there. I know a lot of people have reservations about that, but I have no problems with it. I think that we all have to start from somewhere. You started from somewhere, so someone else is starting from somewhere. You can't despise people's small beginnings because of your unrealistic expectations of how they should provide for you. They should wine and dine you, as if their parents spent their whole life working on their education so that they could just come and wine and dine you. Like, I think there's so much more to life, and because of that, we need to move away from this idea that all men are terrible. Sometimes we need to think of what are we doing to contribute to their life? What are we doing to change the way we see them, And sometimes it's not even about the way they behave. It's just because we've put them in a box. Because lots of men cheat, so we say every man cheats. But I'd like to believe it's not like that. I really want to believe that there's some men that are really great and fantastic and consistent, have integrity, they're men of honor and fine men, and I think they deserve honor, they deserve respect. Don't block yourself from receiving a good thing, a good man in your life, because someone in your past with a hell-bent heart broke your heart, lied to you, or cheated on you. You need to let it go and free yourself from that anger. Free yourself for something great and something promising, and hopefully we can all grow into better people, better humans, because we too are not perfect. Thanks for watching.